Good evening, everybody. I know this is a very short live stream. This was an impromptu thing. I wasn't planning to do this tonight, but I really needed to do this one because of a response that I got from a YouTuber. And I wanted to read this response to you guys. Let me pull it down here. Here, let's just stop that. Okay. Hold on just a second here. This response, hang on just a second, came from a person known as Mary Ann Rentmeister. Mary Ann Rentmeister. Okay. And this has to do with the Abraham Lincoln funeral reenactment. As you guys well know, in 2015, hold on, there we go. In 2015, I traveled to Springfield, Illinois. They were having the 150th anniversary of the death of Abraham Lincoln. And this was to kick off a series of celebrations of Abraham Lincoln's life, which led up actually to the bicentennial of the state, which I videotaped in 2018. But this was a very special event. This is only held once every 25 years. Okay, so this was the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's death, and they were having a reenactment of his funeral. So I went there because I have been directly connected with the Looking for Lincoln Heritage Coalition. And as you know, I've videotaped a whole bunch of their wayside markers. I've only got 7 more to go. And when I first got up there, it was pretty warm. Let me first say that. And secondly, as you see in the video, there was 3 rows of people in front of me before I ever got there. Okay. And so it was a huge crowd. And I'm sure as you watched the video, as I panned around in the video, you saw how huge that crowd was. And I told a lot of people before I actually turned on the camera who I was and why I was there. And then during the video taping itself, there was a couple of people near the beginning of the video where I actually said, hey, you know, I'm the speed learner. I'm videotaping this for YouTube, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so they knew. But there was only 2 times in the whole video, and it was less than a minute long, that I actually said something about my speed learner channel and was telling people why I was doing this. The rest of the time, I said nothing. And I wanted to make sure I didn't say anything because of what kind of reenactment this was. This was a historical moment, a modern day historical moment that I wanted to capture for posterity. So I really didn't want to say anything until it was over. Okay. So that was the whole 35 minute video that you see is me. And the thing is, what you don't know is that when I first got there, a train, a modern day train, actually ran down the tracks, and they had to clear the area so the train could run through the tracks and get out of the way so they could actually conduct the reenactment. And I don't think that's actually in my video, but that really happened. It was for real. So I videotaped this whole thing. Like I said, my voice is only heard for 2 minutes in the whole video. The rest of the time, everybody who was talking in there was other people. I didn't even know who they were, to be honest with you. I knew none of these people. I only brought one person with me, and that one person was actually talking to a band that was behind us. While she was talking to the band, I was right there videotaping. That's all I was doing. So today I get a response to this video. Now, I've had this video up for 3 years, and I've had a couple of responses. Oh, it was nice, whatever. Today I got this response. it infuriated me for what work I did. I mean, these people, this person was not there when I did this. Not at all. So what this person said really infuriated me. And I want you to hear how unobservant this person actually is. Okay, I want you to hear this. All right, this is why I teach here on YouTube, to show you guys what not to do. And this is what you do not do to a YouTuber. You never do something like this. Okay, you can ask them lots of questions, but you do not do this. So what was her response to me? Okay, let me scroll this down just a little bit. There, that's better. So what was the response of Mary Ann Rittmeister? Bad reenactment, no silence, just talking over what is being said. So I can't hear and see what happened back in day of Abraham Lincoln's funeral. You need to redo the reenactment and do it right. Okay. Let's start with my response. One, this person did not pay me to go out there. Nobody paid me to go out there at all. I did this out of the goodness of my heart, just for you guys. I had been connected with the Looking for Lincoln Heritage Coalition, and I decided to go ahead and do this. Just for you, just for my viewers. And this person has the audacity to tell me how to do my job. This person did not employ me. I have never met this person before in my entire life. Why is this person telling me how to do things? Was she there? Did she see the crowd? She obviously didn't watch the video carefully enough to realize that it was the people in front of me who was talking, and it wasn't me myself. You only hear my voice for 2 minutes in that video. The rest of the time, it was everybody else talking, not me. That is how unobservant this person was. And that's one of the reasons why this person will get an F- from me, for being very unobservant. Let's go on. Okay. I did not enjoy, like, I turned this off. And notice how this person has bad grammar. That's a second reason why I'm going to give this person an F for their comment. You don't come to my channel and give me such a horrible comment without giving me proper punctuation, proper grammar, and proper spelling. That is absolutely outrageous. I would never do that. That's just wrong. So, let's go on. Because of disrespect for the funeral of Abraham Lincoln. When did I ever disrespect the dang thing? I didn't. My 2 minutes of commentary were towards the beginning of the video before they actually took Abraham Lincoln's reenacted coffin off the train. The rest of the time, that wasn't me. So I was not disrespecting anything. Okay? If you would like me to come back and watch the reenactment of Abraham Lincoln's funeral, do it better than you did now. I try again after you redo the reenactment better. How am I supposed to redo this reenactment when this was a once every 25-year event? They're not going to have this event again until, let's see, 215, 225, 235, 240, until the year 2040. Think about that. So how am I supposed to arrange this? How am I supposed to make this happen? I can't. This was hosted by the city of Springfield and the state of Illinois. I had no control over this whatsoever. But it gets better. The people back in the day of Abraham Lincoln's funeral, they were quiet and crying because we just lost our most favorite president, Abraham Lincoln. Okay, she did not lose her most famous president. And how did she know how those people behaved? Was she there? Was she there 150 years ago? I mean, she certainly, by her profile picture, looks like she might have been there. But was she there at the original Abraham Lincoln funeral? Does she know if anybody talked at all? She doesn't know that. She's presuming this. She doesn't know. She has absolutely no idea how they behave because she wasn't there. So how dare her come to my channel and tell me how they acted when she wasn't there? Does she have any eyewitnesses from that could tell her exactly what happened? No. They're long since gone. There's not even a historical account to give you an exact play-by-play, exactly to the nth detail that shows how those people behaved. Oh, they were mourning. They didn't talk. How do you know that? Were you there? Do you have any eyewitnesses that were there? No, you don't. So don't come to me and tell, is there an exact script of every single person that was there and what they were doing? Of course there isn't. You have no proof of that. None. That is highly irresponsible. Okay. They weren't happy. They were sad. Not talking to the people next to them. You don't know any of that. They were watching the procession. They were respectable, not disrespectful. Who do you think you are? Every single person was respectful? Are you kidding? You don't know that. Please do the reenactment the way it should be done. Like I could put on a performance like that. Just because it is a reenactment doesn't mean to show disrespect. I never once showed disrespect in that thing at all, period. Please show the way it really happened again as soon as urgently possible. Like I could do that. I had no control over that. I will watch that one all the way through. When the reenactment is done right, quietly, solemnly, please. We were saddened by the death of the loss of our most horrible. We did this? Were you there with them? No, you weren't. That's another lie. Please, when you do it right with respect, quiet, etc. Please show more of the funeral, not just the people. Like I had any choice. I couldn't tell the people to move. I certainly couldn't tell them to shut up. I had no control over that crowd at all. You're acting as if I was part of the reenactment. All I was a YouTube cameraman. That's all. I had no control of that crowd. I couldn't make them respect me. Show what the people came to see. It's okay to show the people mourning and crying because we just lost our most beloved and popular favorite President Abraham Lincoln. Thank you. This lady had a lot of nerve. And I'm sorry. I am so utterly miffed by what she just said. This was one of the most disgraceful replies I've ever had. Lengthy, not grammatically correct, and more importantly, insulting me, lying about me. She was telling people I talked the whole presentation. I talked for 2 minutes. That's all. 2 minutes. And that was towards the beginning of the presentation. When they started unloading that casket, I didn't say one word to nothing. So don't tell me I disrespected anything. That was not my voice you heard. That was the crowd. What was I supposed to tell the crowd? Shut up? Go away? I couldn't do that. I wasn't in control of any of that. I'm just the sign guy. I'm just a YouTuber. I have no control over that at all. This was one of the most degrading, insulting comments I have ever had on my YouTube channel. Now, I'm sorry this presentation was the way it was, but I needed to address this. This is not a comment that I allow on my YouTube channel. Not without a response like this. So I hope she watches this response and learns how to properly talk to me. Don't you dare ever put a comment on that like this again, because I will absolutely block you the next time. That's it. You leave me another comment like this, you get blocked instantly. Period. And I will come on the air and I'll tell you exactly how I feel. I'm sorry you guys all had to hear this. I really am. But do you understand why? Do you understand what this person did to me? It was wrong. It was just absolutely wrong. It was insulting. It was degrading. It was wrong. Next time this person does this and they pull this kind of stunt, I block them. And anybody else that does this kind of stuff, I will immediately block them. And I will let you guys know why I did. You want to get blocked by me? Say something like that. Hopefully, and I'm sorry I had to do this. I really did. I wanted you guys to learn a very valuable lesson. You don't do that to a YouTuber. This is wrong. This is absolutely wrong. So hopefully the next time I get on the air, I'll have something better to put up on this air. But I wanted you guys to see not only what she said, but why it was wrong. Grammatically incorrect, very bad presentation, not one question, and more importantly, very unobservant. This was the most unobservant person I have met in a long time. If she had observed a little more carefully and she had watched any of my other videos, she would have recognized immediately it wasn't me talking. And this whole comment thing probably would never have happened, but that's what's going on here. Are you learning something yet? Why didn't she ask me who was talking in the video? She just presumed it was me. Well, it wasn't. I think I explained myself perfectly well. It wasn't me talking in this video. I didn't do this. This is liable. This is actually liable. So, anyway, I'm sorry I had to make such an unhappy video. But anyway, the next time I get on the air, I've already decided, this is what I've decided to do. I bought a copy of It's a Wonderful Life, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask questions about this movie. I'm going to ask lots and lots of questions and see if you guys like my questions. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a very good movie. I've enjoyed it for years, but I wanted to ask some questions about it. I know that the people who did this are long since gone. That happens. But I wanted to see if any of you guys could answer the questions, and more importantly, how many of you could actually answer the questions. So, sorry for the shortness of this video. I do have to work tomorrow, and I will also have to work on Wednesday. I might put something up here Tuesday. It might be a little short because of the way I have to work. We'll just have to see how that goes. And then sometime either Thursday or Friday, I will do a much bigger live stream. We'll just have to see how it goes. If I don't do something on Tuesday, it'll either be Thursday or Friday one. I just can't tell you exactly when. We'll do what we can when we can. But I just wanted to answer this one today. And I think you understand why. What happened here was just wrong. Just totally wrong. And if this person replies back in a negative way, they get blocked instantly. So, F- to Mary Ann Rentmeister. And hopefully we'll get better comments as time goes on. So, thank you very much for watching this particular presentation. Sorry I have to cut it a little short because, like I said, I do have to go back to work. I do want to thank you guys for watching. And I will tell you more in a future video. So I would like for you to stay tuned.